Rise of freedom. Our cameras have been following the rebuilding of the World Trade Center site for months, and we're committed to being there for years to come. We've seen amazing progress and met some of the dedicated workers behind that progress. Tonight, Shepard Smith shows us just how dedicated they are.
Today is beautiful. When you keep going, you never get cold.
Joe Regula and his crew are working 70 feet below street level on the foundation of Tower 3. It's one of 3 World Trade Center buildings being built by Silverstein Properties.
If you stand, look around, you get cold. So you have to keep going. You got to keep yourself busy.
For Joe, the cold beats the heat any day.
I think summer is too hot. In the winter, you can remove something. If you're too hot, you take jacket off and you can keep going. But summer, what are you going to take off? Skin?
Yeah, it's cold, but we're used on this weather. We work on this business for 30 years, so it's not too much for us.
Men and women in construction are pretty resilient. They're tough. They will show up to work, whether it's raining or snowing. However, cold is a big factor in the methods of how we do construction. When we're pouring concrete on the decks, we tent the decks and we temporarily heat the decks so that we can maintain the right temperature so our concrete sets and it doesn't crack and we don't have issues with the concrete in the future date.
Winter does bring a serious danger, one common to high-rise construction.
Certainly down in the World Trade Center site, the wind is certainly a factor. So hoists will not run or cranes will be shut down because of extreme wind. And that usually happens in the wintertime.
But winter comes every year. Check your calendar, there it is.
To a certain extent, you roll with the punches. However, you have to prepare. We know there's a snowstorm coming. The meteorologist is saying 6 to 12 inches this Wednesday. So we have to make sure we're prepared to clean the snow as quickly as possible because we don't want to lose the time for the work that has to be put in place.
He's talking about the storm that hit the Northeast yesterday. New York City getting 9 inches of snow in that one. We'll have another story on the rise of freedom next week and every Thursday here on the Fox Report. You can see the entire series on our website, foxnews.com/freedom. A few weeks ago,